Hey, it's Steve at Galveston Salt, and today I am making a fire-roasted Poblano Pepper Sauce. That's right, I'm using this as a hatch sauce substitute, and at the end of the video, I'll show you how to use it on a chicken and cheese enchilada. I'm starting with 8 Poblano peppers. Each one's about 5 or 6 inches long, and I'm going to place them on a smoking hot gas grill. I'm using my little Weber, and it's turned all the way up to high. And of course, every time I cook, there's my little buddy Ford, always ready to help pick something up off the floor. These are fire roasted peppers, so you guessed it, we place them onto the fire to start. After a couple of minutes, the skin will start to blister and char like this, and it's exactly what we want because we want to peel the skin off after they're all completely charred. Today I'm using Poblano peppers because fresh hatch peppers are not available until late summer, and it's early June right now, so I'm using Poblanos. Poblanos come from Pueblo, New Mexico, which is about 360 miles by the crow's fly from Hatch, New Mexico. So I figure that's close enough. And we're going to use the same technique whether I'm using Poblanos or hatch. We'll start by fire roasting these on the gas grill until the skin chars and becomes loose and you're able to peel it away like this. And this is exactly what we're looking for. So go ahead and remove all of those from the grill and you'll end up with a pile of burnt peppers just like this. No, they're not really burnt, only the skin is blistered so it's easy to take off. Now here's a little trick. When you take those off the grill, place them into a Ziploc bag and leave them there for about 30 to 45 minutes until they're cool enough to touch like this, and it will make the skin so much easier to peel off, and it should come off in little strips just like it does here for me. Once the skin is removed, you should end up with a pepper looking something like this. Once all the skins have been separated from their peppers, we'll remove the stem and the seeds by slicing it open, spreading it out, and squeezing those seeds out or scraping them with the knife just like this. But be careful, use the back side of your knife. We don't want to take the flesh of the pepper, only the seeds. After that's done, you'll have a pile of skin and seeds and a pile of the pepper bodies, which you'll finely mince with a knife. Then into a medium heat saucepan goes the minced peppers and about half of a white onion chopped. Add a good pinch of salt and some garlic powder. Bring to a slow simmer. Then I add just enough chicken stock so that it's an easy job for my stick blender to turn into a puree. I want mine a bit less chunky, so I put the stick blender back in and run it for another minute or so until it looks something like this and run slowly off the spatula. At this point, I add about a quarter cup of whipping cream, and you may think that I'm slightly messy, but in reality, it is a highly trained tasting maneuver that only works if the saucepan is not too hot to touch. And there you have it, my Poblano Pepper Sauce, which is a fantastic substitute for hatch sauce if you don't have access to fresh hatch peppers. Can a pepper purist tell the difference between hatch sauce and Poblano sauce? Well, perhaps, but both peppers are very similar on the Scoville heat unit and they have similar flavors, so it's close enough for me. So what can you do with this sauce? Well, I'm going to put together some chicken and cheese enchiladas. I start by shredding a couple of chicken breasts and placing a layer of the pepper sauce into a Pyrex so the tortillas don't stick to the bottom and burn. Speaking of tortillas, these are my homemade tortillas, which I did a video on. You can check it out on the channel. Now these chicken and cheese enchiladas are so easy. Just take your homemade tortillas, add a little shredded cheddar cheese, add some of the shredded chicken, roll into an enchilada or burrito shape and place into the Pyrex. Cover with cheese, cover with some more sauce, a little more cheese, and place it into a 400-degree oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. Everything is already cooked, so all I'm looking for here is to melt the cheese and put a little brown crust on the top of it. Use a wide spatula if you have one to pull a couple of those enchiladas out, top it with some sour cream, and enjoy. This recipe is easy, but it is not fast. It takes a little while to roast those peppers, pull the skins off, make the sauce, make the tortillas, make the chicken, shred the cheese, put it all together, bake it, but it is certainly better than anything you'll find at a restaurant. It's homemade and you know what's in it. If you'd like to try our salt and spices, go to galvestonsalt.com. You can also schedule yourself and your family for one of our fun cooking classes whenever you're going to be in the Galveston area. As always, thanks for watching and thanks for subscribing to our YouTube channel. This is Steve from Galveston Salt, and I will see you next time.